Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. We are back with a product review for the Frontier here, and this one is from One Car Stereo. This is what you can see is what they call their AI Box Lite, and what this is a little box, just like you see right here, and this will actually convert the truck into wireless Android Auto. The truck has wired Android Auto and CarPlay, but it doesn't have wireless. So as long as your vehicle, doesn't have to be the Frontier here, but as long as your vehicle has a wired version of CarPlay, you can actually use this box to turn it into wireless. And another cool thing with this thing is you can actually play YouTube, you can search the internet, you can watch Netflix, you can do whatever. It's basically going to let you control your phone onto the screen in whatever vehicle you're using. Again, we're going to show you on my 2023 Frontier, but this little thing works all its magic on the truck to let you control everything wirelessly. So what you get is the box itself. As you can see, it's relatively small. It's got the plastic coating on both sides. I got to peel off still. You have some ventilation. You can see the freezer through there on each side, plus the bottom. It'll keep it cool. These things will warm up a little bit when they're being used. Keep that in mind. It'll feel a little warm. Not that it's going to break or blow up. It's just when it's on, it's going to conduct a little bit of heat, but it's got some ventilation in there to keep it from melting completely. Then on one end, you got a USB-A, and on the other end, you have USB-C. And then again, they send you 3 different wires to use this, depending on what setup you're going to go with. I'm going USB-C to C, so I'll actually be using this one. If your truck or car or whatever you're plugging this into doesn't have a USB-C, they do have USB-C to USB-A. So again, you can plug the C into the box, A into your car, wherever you're plugging it into. And then they have this one. It's A to A, and the one side has a little USB slot again on the outside of it. I'm not 100% sure what this is for, but I believe if you look at their little instructions here, it's telling you that you can plug the one into power, the secondary one into your screen, and then plug the other wire into the other end of the one plug into the box. So I'm thinking this is for aftermarket stuff maybe, or possibly you can eliminate, say, this top section and plug it in with A into the A of the box, and then you'll actually have another place to plug something in other than the box. If this is taking out maybe the only USB spot you have in the vehicle, I'm sure it'll work that way as well, but don't hold me to it. This is how they're saying to wire it up for this. But again, it's nice to have if that's what you're going to use. But for us, we're going to use C to C. So we'll hop in the truck. I'll show you how to set it up, how it works, and you can decide if you want to pick one up for yourself. If you do, the link will be down below to pick one up. All right, so we're right now in my truck. You can see up front here we have 2 spots. We got a USB-C and USB-A. Right now, because this is wired CarPlay only, I've just got this cheap little adapter here. So I plug in my phone and you'll get Android Auto, because I'm using an Android phone, up on the screen. But not the end of the world, but it does take up a little room. Looks a little shoddy up here. So now we can unplug that. We'll plug the box into spot 1 right here, fire it up, connect our phone, and then we'll continue on. Now in the vehicle, you can see we got her plugged in. Blue light is your power. The red is blinking and turning on and off because I don't actually have this connected to my phone yet. And I don't know if you noticed the green one in the middle there. That's basically an updating light. So when you plug this in, now the truck is off, that's why it's all kind of freaking out. But when you turn it on, this thing is actually going to pick up what vehicle you're using. It'll pick up the resolution of the screen and everything. It might take a couple seconds the first time to get it booted up and to take over the control of the box and the infotainment center on the truck, but after that it'll go quick. And it might also reboot once or twice. Keep that in mind as well. If it says it's incompatible and shuts off, just leave everything be and it'll reconnect itself and it'll end up working. All right, so I don't know if you've seen it go from the screen back there. I didn't catch it, but we actually got the inconsistent resolution thing, like I said, which now the box will reboot and put it back up on the screen in a second here, like you'll see. And what it's doing is just configuring to the screen of each vehicle, because of course every vehicle's screen are different. So this one has a lower or higher resolution to what the box was expecting. So now it's adjusting itself to match, so you get the best quality that you can. And now you can see it boots right up and we're on to the home screen. Now it'll give you a little warning, tells you obviously don't do this while you're driving, because you can watch, like I said, YouTube, movies, all that kind of stuff. They don't want you driving around watching a movie. You're supposed to be focusing on the road. So you can accept and don't prompt me again. Obviously you want that one because you don't want it to bug you every time it fires up. All right, so first thing you want to do is obviously connect your phone to the box, because the box automatically connects to the car, or the truck in this case, as you can see. So if you click on your little Wi-Fi, you can see use Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi preferences, data usage, all that. Of course you want to use Wi-Fi, so we'll turn that on. And now it's going to be looking for my Wi-Fi network. So you can connect this. Now my home is 5G or 2.4. That's me. So not only right now we're in the garage, so obviously it's picking up this. But the reason I wanted to show you this is you can connect your phone as a hotspot to the box on your truck. So when you're driving around, yes, it can go back and forth through Bluetooth, which for most of the features it works. But if you want to use the internet or whatever, if you Wi-Fi or hotspot your phone, then the box will go off of your hotspot. You're going to have a lot quicker response time and search time and all that if you're using something, say like Google Chrome, or searching on YouTube, or looking up something on Netflix. As long as you have Wi-Fi, it's going to go much quicker than trying to kind of bounce it back and forth through your phone. Just kind of cuts out the middleman. So again, you would just click on whatever internet is yours, put in your password, and then you're good to go. And now that we got that out of the way, I'm not actually going to hook it up because I don't want it connected to my house. I was just showing you guys how that works. But if we go back, we do want to pair it to our phone. So what I did, you hit the top one here, you can see it's trying to connect. It's not going to connect to my phone because I don't have it connected yet. But searching and connecting your phone, it works exactly the same for everything else. Basically, go in your Bluetooth setting. You're looking for this, in my case anyway, BT-C60-615, and then the pin code 0000. All right, and just like that, like I said, go to your Bluetooth, find that number, hit pair. It's going to ask you to allow the phone and the box to play back and forth. Click allow, and then as soon as you do that, Apple, or depending what you have, Apple Carplay, or in my case, Android Auto, will pop up. And here you go, goes straight to Google Maps. Everything works, you can see. You can go around, everything's good. Spotify, we got, what do we got? Linkin Park going right now. Keep in mind, obviously we're not going to turn it up, but it's going to play through the truck, and all the controls work through the truck. So you can see it's playing Encore right now. If you were to hit next song, it's going to go boom, and there you go, on to the next song. So all the controls here, as well as the steering wheel, if you got them on there, you're able to control everything through the system as if it was built into your truck like this. You don't have to use your phone, you don't have to touch it. All the buttons will still work. And then of course you got phone if you want to make phone calls, messaging. You also have Messenger up here. For those of you that know how Android Auto works, you can hit it, go to your messages and do that. You have your voice controls, and then you can go back and kind of put them all together on one screen if that's your thing. For me, I actually like the big screen. I don't know why it's coming up. If you guys want to go to this address, go for it. I don't know where it is, but it seems to want to bring me there. It's 9 minutes away wherever it is, but go check it out. See what it is on Google Maps. So now say you're safely parked somewhere and you want to get out of Google Maps. If you're to touch the screen, you can see this little orange box come up. Now you can drag this to wherever you want, because obviously say you're watching Netflix or something, you don't want a big orange dot in the middle. It does fade away and it does go away after a while. But what I recommend, put it up in the corner or something so it's out of the way. You're not accidentally going to hit it or something when you don't want to. But what this is a way to go back. So you can hit this, and now it's going to kick you back to this main menu here. So again, if you want to go to your CarPlay, the top one's there. It's going to detect the phone for a second, and it's going to put you back into CarPlay. Just like that, it goes back in. So again, if you want to go out of here now, you hit this, go back again. This again will be your Wi-Fi. I showed you that at the beginning. You have a home button, which this is the home screen, so it doesn't matter. And then you have a back button as well. And again, this is the home screen, so it's as far back as you're going to go. What we're going to start with is exit. So now this box is plugged in. Say you want to go back to whatever you have, your stock form of the truck or vehicle, whatever you're in. You hit exit, and there you go. Goes right back out. This is what the system setup looks like in the Frontier when you're not using the box. But for most people, if you want to get out, that's how easy it is. You want to go back in, at least on this vehicle anyway, hit CarPlay. Even though this is Android Auto, it comes up as Apple CarPlay. But like I said, same thing. Netflix, it's a little shortcut to it if you want. You can hit it. I have not connected my Netflix to this, but it is as simple as that. If you go in, you can see it cannot connect because it's not set up, and I don't have my Wi-Fi set up. So, but when you do have it all hooked up, and again, it's as simple as putting in your name, putting in your password, hitting accept, and it's all linked. Then the other one you got here is apps. Push the apps, and it's got a few built in. So again, you can watch YouTube if you want. Video player is what I mentioned earlier. If you have something on a USB stick, such as music, videos, movies, maybe you save some YouTube videos, whatever the case may be, that's where you're going to look. So if you come down here, now the box is all plugged in. I just got it sitting here. You plug your USB stick into that end. And now that my truck stopped beeping at me, it's going to go here and let you play those videos that's on your USB stick. And again, it's all going to play through the speakers of your car. And this is going to act as a TV screen or a bigger phone screen. And you can watch it through there. Then you have, of course, music, any music that's on your phone or on that stick. Netflix, another button here. Exit, if you want to go back to the screen, that's the same as the other exit button. Clear tasks, if you have anything in the background or a bunch of stuff running, clear it, and it's going to eliminate everything, start you off fresh. And then, of course, you got settings. So under settings, you have this APK path customization. This is basically what apps you want to show on that screen when you go back to it. So you can pick and choose. We just have a few in here. I haven't really got deep into the box yet. So you can add them as you have stuff on your phone as well. Personal settings, that's for driving and your Wi-Fi password. They're both on close. You can mess around with that if you want. System settings, when you click it, it'll ask you for a code. I'm not sure exactly what this is about. I haven't updated the box or anything, so I'll actually have to look into that and see if I can figure it out. If I do, I'll drop the description down below with the link to this thing and what I did to get this through. What version you're on, you can see this is just basics on what you're looking at, and every time you update it, it will change. Language, of course, we're up here in Canada. We're going to have it in English, but they do have a bunch of different languages on here depending where you are and what you're looking for. You can most likely find a language that you can at least understand in here. And then last but not least, you got Android settings. You come in here. You can see you can mess around with your network and internet. This is basically everything that your phone has in there. So if you can figure this stuff out on your phone, it's all the same as in your box here. So internet, mobile data, data usage, hotspot, that's all through here. Bluetooth connection, we're connected to my phone, that's through here. different apps, everything that's in there. You go into apps, sounds, obviously sounds is not too complicated. Storage, you can see we got 8 gigabytes free, 50% you might as well say is used. You got some privacy, location, accounts, accessibility. Again, this is all through your phone, so you can go through here and look at all that stuff. And then if you want to go back here again, we'll go back to home. We're back over here. And I forgot to mention down below, you can see right now we're connected via Bluetooth. So you got the little Bluetooth logo here. If we were to have a video that we want to watch through here and you have another USB plugged in, then this little guy will be lit up blue here as well. So that's just to know that the box knows you're plugged in and it's picking something up. So if you're having trouble playing, maybe you have a movie or something and it won't play, it's going to tell you whether it's plugged in properly or not. You can eliminate that. If it won't play, there's possibly something wrong with the file or such. But again, it's nice to know that it will light up blue. And then finally, if I had this connected to my Wi-Fi or I had my phone as a hotspot, there will actually be here a Google Chrome. So I'd be able to click on Google Chrome and I could go through and search on the internet. Same as you are doing on your phone. You would click it, it would pop up here. You can go and type in whatever you want and search what you're looking for on the screen of your truck. But again, I don't have that all hooked up as of right now, so it's not going to show. But if you do have your phone hooked up through the hotspot, you're going to eliminate the little circle with the X or the line through it. So that'll be activated. And then again, it'll add Google Chrome right here. Or it could be here, but I'm pretty sure it's right here. And then again, when you were to click on YouTube, this is going to say no connection as well because I'm not connected to any internet right now. But again, once it goes in, it picks up some signal. You can go in, search whatever you want. Make sure to look up Canadian Cruisin' because it's one of the best channels on here. And once you're playing, you can do it all. Sounds through there, controls, again, even through YouTube, you can control everything through the controls of the truck. You don't have to necessarily have your dirty fingers all over the screen. I know people don't like smudges, but it's as simple as that. Again, go home. It's not going to do anything. Shorts, subscriptions, your library, you can do all of it. It's not going to mess up anything, but with no internet connection, it's not going to do much. So again, we'll go home and now say we don't want to go in here. You can just hit exit. And again, that shows you right back to the main menu on your Nissan Frontier or whatever vehicle you're driving. And click that, bang, right back into Apple Carplay or Google or Android Auto, whichever one you're running. All right, so that's how easy it is to use everything. And like I said, now that this is plugged in, you can see the blue light is on. That's your power. Red light's blinking. That means my phone's connected to it. And again, you can come in your truck. Your phone will automatically link to this. It's going to send the signal up to your truck and your wireless, just like that. Of course, this is plugged in. What I'm going to do, you can see my fingerprints all over this thing, but I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided Velcro tape on here, and I'm actually going to tuck it up underneath like this under the dash here. So it's out of sight, out of mind. You don't even know it's there. If you're going to do that, do not put it on this side because it has to breathe. Don't overheat this thing. Let it do its work and work how it's supposed to. Make sure you put it on this side. Won't be able to see the lights, but that's not the end of the world. But again, I'm going to tuck it up under there. It's out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. Wrap the wire up nice and it's out of the way. So there you have it, guys. Super simple. Like I said, plug it in, let it set itself up. It takes literally 30 seconds. Hook up your phone, connect it as if you were connecting to any other thing you've ever connected your phone to, and then just let the box do its thing. It's going to connect. It's going to work. Whether you're an Android Auto or an Apple CarPlay guy, this works either way. It doesn't get too warm. I've been filming probably for the last 20 minutes or so. It's warm, but not like hot to the touch or anything. You can just tell it's been on. So again, plug it in, let it do its thing. And as long as you have a wired version of either CarPlay or Android Auto, this is going to turn you into wireless. Yes, this has to be plugged in, but like I showed you, you can plug it in once, tuck it away, out of sight, out of mind, and every time you hop in, you're no longer going to have to plug in your phone to get everything that you want. For me, it's a big plus. I usually use Google Maps when I'm driving around. Not necessarily that I'm lost, but for traffic alerts and all that stuff, Google's a big plus around here. So now I don't have to have my phone plugged in. Also, keep in mind, while I'm filming this video, I film all my stuff on my phone. So you can actually have this connected to the truck, to your phone, be streaming back and forth from your phone to the truck and the box, and still be able to use the phone. It's not going to disconnect when you're doing other stuff. So that's a big bonus as well. You can use your phone for other things. So again, you can use whatever you're streaming to this thing still without having to mess up the box at all. It's just going to plug in and it's going to be as if it was never there. So if you want one for yourself, the link will be down below. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment if you got any more questions about the box. Hopefully this was informative for you. If you like it, stay tuned for more. Hopefully we catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.